So welcome everyone to another edition of EAA. You guys are probably tuning in to this video because of the title. I don't blame you, but for those that don't know me, my channel is Extreme Automotive Addiction and I am Mike. And yes, today I am taking my 1992 GMC Typhoon and I am actually selling it to Tyler Hoover from Hoovies Garage. If for some reason you're watching this video and you don't know who Tyler is, if you've never seen Hoovies Garage, definitely go check out his channel. He's got a great automotive channel, does some really fun things with cars. He also had a show at the FYI network called Car Issues, very cool, and he's going to be making a guest appearance on Jay Leno's Garage on the network here very soon this fall, so keep an eye out for that. So yes, the time has come for me to sell my 1992 GMC Typhoon, and if you guys remember, I got this about a year ago, and it has definitely been a bucket list car for me. I really enjoyed it a lot. But there comes a point in time in every person's ownership when it's just time to get rid of them. Can't keep them all, and I have other things I need to be attending to, other things I'm thinking about, things I want to move on to. So the time had come, I knew to get rid of this vehicle. So how did it come about that I'm selling this vehicle to Tyler? Well, it's kind of funny, and it's a story that goes back just a little bit. If you guys do follow my channel, you will remember a video I did several months ago. It's been some time ago, and it was titled Calling Out Hoovies Garage. And the reason that I did that video is because he had a 1996 Buick Park Avenue Ultra that he was selling, and I was very interested in buying it. My plan was to fly out there to Kansas where he's at. I was going to buy it from him, and then I was going to drive it home. Thought it would make for some great videos and a lot of fun, and the opportunity also to meet him in person. As it turned out, he did get a hold of me. He did tell me that he had already sold the car to a friend of his. He hooked me up with that friend. I talked to him, but the friend just wanted a little bit more than I was willing to pay for the car, so that ended up getting scrapped. So fast forward a few months, actually maybe a couple weeks ago, I was watching one of Tyler's videos, and he had talked about getting rid of his 1995 Viper. But I ended up emailing Tyler and I asked him if he would be interested in doing a trade. I would trade him the Typhoon for the Viper, and of course I'd give him the cash difference. Even told him I would drive the Typhoon out there, pick it up, give him the cash, do everything, and then I would drive the Viper home. He emailed me back pretty quickly and told me that he had already sold the Viper, but that he was interested in the Typhoon. So he asked how much I wanted for it, and after a few emails back and forth, we settled on a price, and it turns out that he is actually flying out to California this week for Car Week in Monterey. He's going to be flying in later today into San Francisco, and so I'm going to go ahead and drive the Typhoon over to San Francisco to where he is staying, and my buddy Josh is going to follow me in his DeLorean and get to meet Tyler, get to do all the paperwork, transfer it over. He gets another vehicle to play with, and I get a little money in hand, which is a good thing. I really need the money in hand rather than another vehicle, or even another vehicle and laying out money for the other vehicle, because as it turns out, my 32 Ford Roadster that I just picked up not that long ago is going to need a new transmission, as well as a radiator and a transmission cooler. A whole long story that I will talk about when I do the video on that vehicle. So kind of interesting. Initially it all started because I wanted to, back in the day, buy a vehicle off Tyler, and now he's going to be buying a vehicle off me. I'm going to be taking off here in a little bit, and should be a fun adventure. I hope you guys enjoy. Okay, we're actually on the road right now. I'm following Josh. See the DeLorean up there, and I'm anticipating we're going to hit some traffic because it's saying almost 2 hours, and we only have like 87 miles to go. So I was kind of hoping that with us going that direction over towards the city at this time of day that the traffic wouldn't be too bad, but I think we're going to hit a little bit of slow traffic. We'll see how it goes. I really feel for Josh because he's got no air conditioning in that DeLorean, and you guys know the little tiny windows don't give you a lot of airflow, let's just say that. So Josh, I appreciate this, I really do. But yeah, I just wanted to update you guys, and I do believe the next stop will be in the city. I'm at the hotel. I have spotted Tyler outside. Yes, I see him. Walking out to him as we speak. Don't know what happened to Josh.
that car by about a week.
Had I?
Yes. And then you emailed me on Viper. You missed that by about an hour.
An hour?
An hour.
Wow.
And then and then you said you had this. No idea you were in San Francisco, but I was interested in it. And since you were here, I had to have it. Yes, subscribe to Extreme Automotive Addiction. He's got a hoopty fleet. It's not really hoopties, they're way nicer than mine.
Do that one. Okay. Now do So we are at the top of the mark, which is awesome. And we're going to do the paperwork now. Look at that. So obviously it's the next day. Josh and I didn't end up making it home from San Francisco till quite late last night, and I basically just took a shower and went to bed. I really didn't film too much up at the top of the mark where we did all the paperwork, and we ended up sitting around chatting for about an hour because it was pretty dark up there and there really wasn't much to see, just sign some paperwork, and that was really about it. But it was a good time. I'm happy that everything pretty much went off without a hitch, with the exception of course, the blower motor not working, which still flabbergasts me. I cannot believe that happened under those circumstances in that situation. I don't even know what to say. But right now I'm sitting here in the empty spot that the Typhoon would actually be sitting in right now. That means I've got an empty spot in the shop. And if you guys know me and know me well, you know what that means. But I'm really trying to turn over a new leaf. I'm really trying to look at things a little bit more differently. I have some repair bills that are coming on my 32 Roadster, and there's also a rumor that I still own a 1969 Jaguar XKE that is at Cruz Lucas in Modesto, and maybe hopefully sometime within the next, gosh, I don't know, 6 months to a year, that might be done, and I'm pretty sure they're going to expect payment at that point in time too. So I have to prepare myself for that. Maybe I have to start thinking a little bit more maturely and a little bit more like an adult, and not spending money on all these different vehicles, even though there are still a number that I want to own, and the list grows each and every day. So you guys will remember, because of the number of vehicles that I have, I actually have to store 2 over at the workshop anyway. So that means I can at least bring 1 vehicle over here. So I'll just do that. The shop will eventually be full if everything ever gets fixed and done, and I'll still have to store 1 over at the workshop. So I'm good for right now. But of course, again, you guys know me, and that doesn't mean that a new vehicle couldn't or wouldn't show up at some point in time, because yes, I'm always looking. So as for my experience meeting Tyler and his wife, and also got to meet John Ross from Watch JR Go, and his girlfriend was there also, and getting to spend a little bit of time with them. Very, very nice people. It's a very enjoyable experience, very down to earth, pretty easy to talk to. Really had a good time and enjoyed it. Really beautiful view up there at the top of the hotel, the Mark Hopkins Hotel. Just really beautiful. I mean, very panoramic. You can see around the city and everything like that. So I would chalk this up as a very memorable experience, one that I will reflect back on for years to come and smile. It was definitely a good experience, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. And it just goes to show what I've said for so long, is that car people really are some of the best people. Really, really enjoyable, great people. Enjoyable to talk to, hang out with, will help you out, will work with you, that type of thing. And you know, that's one of the reasons why I love this hobby so much. So with that, I am going to end this video, and as always, I will ask you to like, share, and subscribe. My P.O. Box, Instagram, and my Venmo will be in the description below. If you guys do feel like supporting the channel, I would greatly appreciate it. Every little bit helps. And with that, I will leave you with God bless, take care, have an absolutely amazing day.